The IHWA Premier League is proudly brought to you by Shatterguard.com.au, Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes, and CD Dog, scrap metal recyclers.
Yes, a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Cockburn Ice Arena, where the noise is going to be turned up to the absolute max as part of round 17 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. It is a big night of WA ice hockey action, and to kick things off on Front Row Screen Sport, it is the Flyers Blue back after a longer than expected break because of the recent lockdown at the beginning of July. Their first game in 3 weeks, and they are aiming to go clear again atop the table. And they're up against the Sharks, who have won 2 of their last 5 games. They've proven to be competitive, but it's that lack of scoring on the offensive end that has hurt them in the last 5 or so weeks. There's that deadly combo for the Flyers Blue that are going to be the ones to watch again this evening. Jordan Kairos and Liam Jeffries. Perth Premier League, all thanks to our great partners at CD Dodd. Great to have them as title sponsors for 2021. And also live on Front Row Screen Sport, your number one in 2021. The Flyers Blue, 15 points from their 11 games so far. Of course, they had that 3-week break that we mentioned. They're on 6 wins, 2 losses and 3 ties. While the Sharks, well, they are still not out of a race for a finals berth. They're only 4 points behind the Blackhawks, who play a little later tonight, but they do need a couple more wins on the board to get back into the hunt. Of course, that second game, the Vikings and the Blackhawks, to come at about 9 o'clock later tonight. This first game will be an important one for both sides. The Blues, like we mentioned, their first match in 3 weeks. They're coming off a devastating round 14 loss, 6-2 to the Flyers Orange, and have had extra time to look at their game plan and seek plenty of goals. The Sharks 2-0. They were beaten by the Vikings last week over at the Perth Ice Arena. As the players get themselves to their benches, ready to go for this game. As you see there, Bruce Ross wearing the number 11 tonight. And there are a couple of key players out. Of course, no Richard Lamb, as far as I'm concerned, from where I can see. No Lamb. Mukija is in. Hazelhurst is in. Also, Riley Langell, he's in. Wearing the number 91 tonight. So a few spate of changes for the reigning champions ahead of this crucial clash. You've got Ben Broke on your screen. Kalen Urich, he's back. And so it'll be very interesting to see how the Flyers Blue can adjust to their system without several of those key players. What will be a big key is Liam Jeffries. He has 22 goal assists in the first 18 games that he has played for the Flyers Blue, and he did a couple of games for other teams doing double duty. And the Blues defensemen, well, they've got 3 to play in front of the puck. The young Sharks, they can spread out from the defensive wings. Watch out for guys like Mukija, Kairos, and also Andrew Cox to shut out Santana and Langell from the slot. So watch out for them. You've also got McCann absent as well. So Dylan Dewar, as we can see in the yellow and blue jersey, he's going to be manning the goals for the Flyers Blue in McCann's absence. As we're about to get things underway for this round 17 clash. Paul Persick with you in the commentary box. It's a great pleasure to have your company on a Friday night. So it'll be Langell and, by the looks of things, Cox to start things off in this round 17 clash. The Flyers Blue aiming to go top of the ladder. The Sharks looking to keep their finals hopes alive. An important clash for both sides, and it is go time. Round 17 of the CD Dodd PPL is underway. Back to the defensive side of centre ice. The puck bypasses Kairos, and now Jolly gets it across. Healy out wide. Good chain there building on here. They go with the cross ice pass to Kairos. Now Jeffries with the backhand along the sideboards. It's turned over. Radcliffe Smith in front. Well, he tried to go through Jeffries there with that pass, but it was a blind one. But the referee has spotted an offside there. And we'll have a face-off by the neutral zone. We're glad you can join us all around Western Australia and around the world on FRS Sport, your number one in 2021. On the Front Row Screens Facebook page and on the YouTube page as well. And on our Perth Premier League Facebook page, which has over 500 likes now. And we gratefully appreciate your support. Off the face-off go the Sharks, but only briefly. The Blues go cross-ice to Hazelhurst. Into the middle. Langell into the slot. Mukija but good use of the stick there by Williams and Atkins. Turns it over momentarily for the Sharks, but again, those blind passes back onto centre ice seem to hurt them. Langell out to Zoo. Zoo from the high point. That one well wide of the left-hand post. And now the Sharks will look to get it back into the slot, but only as far as Hazelhurst for the Blues. Open wide to Makija, and it looks as though another call will be made. And it's going to go all the way back to the Sharks attacking zone. Nice and call it was. So a face-off will be made on the outer circle from the commentary position. Be Langell and Cox. Sharks are playing with a more open formation, with a couple of the defencemen pushing back towards the point by the blue neutral line. But it's the Blues that win it out. Broke from the goal line. Makija, cross-ice pass goes blind. Langell bumped to the sideboards, and now the Blues have it again. Good mid-stick by Broke. On the defensive zone for the Sharks. Santana, good chain, built up to Langell. He's on the breakout towards the slot. Does he go cross-ice? No, he elects to go for the shot himself. And Ben Broke just patting that one gently, allowing Dylan Dewar to clutch that one in inside the goal crease. A good setup by the Sharks, but going unrewarded. Dylan Dewar acting as goaltender tonight for the Flyers Blue. The first 2.5 minutes on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Still 0-0 in the early goings of this round 17 clash. Nice pass along the boards, leaves Jeffries in open space by the neutral zone. He's got Kairos in support. We mentioned them as a deadly combination. No call being made. Kairos on left-hand point. Opens some space towards the slot with a backhand. That one wide of the right-hand post. Cox and McLean one-on-one. McLean wins out. It goes out there to Doyle. Plays it wide to the wings, only as far as Healy. Good setup to Jeffries. Gets bumped off it by Atkins. And that physicality around the park allows Valancourt. Forced outside the slot, but he goes deep. It's along the end boards. Lelick and Jeffries. Good play by Lelick. Good use of the body too to turn himself around 180 to avoid inevitable contact. But the Blues again recover the puck out of the defensive zone. Jeffries out to Kairos. He's in the clear outside the slot. Great save. Pelliccioni inside the crease. Again, the setup was good, but the reward just wasn't there. Both goaltenders have made good saves in the early going in this round 17 game. We've got ourselves a very good crowd by the bleachers here at the Coburn Ice Arena. They always turn it on a Friday night when the Perth Premier League comes to town. Make no mistake about it, they are really rocking. Makija penetrates the slot and went for the wrist shot, and again Pelliccioni under pressure, making a very good save indeed. And now with another face-off, Langell, who's wearing the number 91 tonight for the Blues. Langell up against Langell. Out to left point, Hazelhurst, wrist shot wide of the right-hand post. They're wanting obstruction, but they're not going to get it out of the Blues. Lelick along the wings. Now they're in attack. The shot goes wide, and off the pads of Dewar. Langell, pinned to the boards there by Broke. Getting a little bit physical there. Langell has it back. Good use of the stick. Keeps it in front. Didn't get all of the shot in time. Lelick one-on-one there with Hazelhurst. Nice stick checking by Hazelhurst to get it back for the Blues. And now they're in the open. Ross Makija couldn't control it. One-on-one with Robson. On the inboards. Oh, good play there by Santana with the extra man behind the goal line. The Sharks are away. Chopped off by Healy. Goes out wide. Didn't get that one to go. Kairos, bypassed by Langell. Plays the puck towards the inboards now. And the Sharks needing to steady the tempo, because this Flyers Blues side are ruthless when they've got the puck at their disposal. They control the tempo and they play it quick. That certainly has been one of the keys for the Blues this season in their championship defence. Well played by Ratcliffe Smith, combining with Maybe. Maybe went for the hoist pass towards the attacking zone, and it's going to be stoned in by Dylan Dewar, who, the story is substituting for the Blues. Of course, Stephen McCann is absent, and Reece Pelliccioni gets the opportunity to be that first-string goaltender again for the Sharks after missing a few weeks. And Pelliccioni, he's played 6 games, and has only won one of them out of the 4. with an SV percent of .855. It's out in the open again for the Blues. Jeffries and Kairos manning that high point. Cox almost off the cross ice pass off the doorstep. And again, a good save, Reese Pelliccioni. Plenty of chances for both sides in the early going. The first 6.5 minutes have elapsed on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Still 0-0. Both sides still looking for that first goal. Cox now. Cross ice pass out there to Jeffries. The high slot well covered. Jolly with one hand. 1-on-1. Jeffries and McLean. McLean just coming onto the ice now after a few changes on the fly. Healy. Wide pass to Jeffries. Forward to 2-on-1. He's under a bit of pressure here. One of those players was Oscar Zoo. But the Blues move it out wide to release the pressure. Hazlehurst out to Brote and Jolly. Valancourt and Chapman in the 2-on-1 up against Jolly. Chapman wins it out. Atkins not giving up at the moment. He's pushed the Blues back, but it leaves open space out wide. Jolly. The hoist pass, that one was blind. Cut off by Maybe. Collides there with McLean. I needed to watch where they were going there. Mukija hoists it high, but that's on the upper net. We'll have another face-off. Don't forget, a little bit later tonight, 9 o'clock, the approximate start time. We've got the Blackhawks and the Vikings. That one should be an absolute beauty, with both sides fighting for third place on the ladder. But the Vikings, they'll still have a chance to even get themselves back into the hunt for second if they should beat the Blackhawks later tonight. Langell, pinned to the boards. Doyle and Mukija hard at it. And also getting involved is Ratcliffe Smith. Gets it back to the left corner point. Mukija out to Langell. Cross ice is intended for Ross. Hazlehurst with some backup. Good use of the one hand, but he slipped and fell. Langell, does he go to Ratcliffe Smith? No, he doesn't. Oh, that was brilliantly cut off. Ben Broke going down low, using the stick on the ice to stop the Sharks entering deeper into the slot and stopping a certain goal as well. That was magnificent. Definitely one of the plays of the night thus far. Hazlehurst with the 180, goes for the pass. It's out wide towards the sideboards. Getting first to it there is Jolly in front of Jeffries. Langell bypassing Ratcliffe Smith. His pass, a blind one, cut off by Jeffries. Centres it. Kairos, good physical play there by Doyle. That allows Langell to mop up with the defensive turnover. It's back and forth along centre ice. Cox to Kairos, penetrating the slot. He shoots, and Kairos strikes first. Again, setting up off the turnover. Magnificently executed by Kairos. And he strikes first for the reigning champions. The Flyers Blue 1-0 after 9 minutes of this opening period. A great start by the champions. That pass on the inner wing towards our commentary position was well executed. Kairos and Cox combining for that offensive turnover. Kairos swooping in towards the slot and just outside the doorstep, getting the wrist shot to go. And it is 1-0 for the reigning champions. Lelick looking for a quick response for the Sharks. Healy on the outer wing. Plays it wide. Now they're going to penetrate the centre of the slot again. Kairos and Valancourt 1-on-1. McLean with the backhand. Jolly from the point. Shoots off the pads there of Pelliccioni. Healy. Goes through one. Doesn't go through two. In fact, he does go through two. That's a fine second effort. Good reach, keeping the stick in front, and the puck at his disposal. Healy forced to play it out back now, and Valancourt isolating behind the goal line. Lovely hoist pass, but they have two Flyers Blue players manning the defensive zone. They get it wide to Brote. Nicely played by Brote out to Langell. Doesn't go through Valancourt, but is backed up by Mukija. He had a great Summer League competition. Lovely pass back out to Brote. He shoots just off the left-hand post there. Santana out the back, almost cut off by Mukija. Defensive interception, almost costly. Valancourt again. Out to Santana. Just over 9 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Brote outside the slot. Gets it back from Ross. Oh, that pass just a little bit out of reach there for Brote, but he was able to get it back. It's on the corner of the point now. Broke, Hazelhurst from centre point. Long shot, just shaving the left-hand post. Players getting in a bit of argy-bargy there behind the goal line. So now it's going to be manned by Valancourt, but Ross and a couple of other Blues players with the forward press. That was effective in their last two plays, but Langell breaks out. Now wide to Ratcliffe Smith. He's going to go outside the house here. He should have gone to maybe immediately. He goes to Langell, and again, that execution proving the Sharks' undoing, and now the Blues again on another free-flowing breakout on offense. Hazelhurst tried to get the puck through a couple of players, but he's backed up into a corner. Jolly cut off by maybe. That's a lovely pass. Langell, can they execute it this time? No. Jeffries, did he get tripped up? He did a little 720 spin there. Refs say no. And the Blues get on with the job. Kairos. Goes with the hoist down towards the slot. He was intended for Healy, but Pelliccioni just in the nick of time. Stones it in from inside the goal crease and stops the Blues from another rampant entry. So far, an exciting contest here at the Cockburn Ice Arena. Really a game worth paying your money to see. Chad Harvey watching us here. Says Shannon Martin, game on. Well, it certainly is at the moment in the early going. 1-0 to the reigning champions. 7.5 minutes remaining on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Lelick out wide. McLean off the cross-ice pass. Doesn't execute that one. Kairos has three players manning behind him on the defensive zone, but he elects to push forward. Goes back to Cox. Kairos gets it back. He's got Jolly out in the open on the centre of the high slot. He doesn't go there. Maybe he should have. Cox in the 2-on-1. The puck goes back behind the goal line. Jeffries and Kairos. Kairos goes looking there for Broad. Cut off there by Zoo. Zoo along the sideboards. No icing call will be made. Broad again with the one hand. Keeps it in front for Kairos. Well, he's had a good start to this game. Flicks it to the left where Mukija is able to trail the puck along towards the offensive zone, but it's stopped in his tracks by Maybe. That's great defending. Santana cut off Mukija. He shoots from the slot and doesn't get that one to go. Stopping right in his tracks, Pelliccioni. Another good save indeed. Another face-off being won by the Sharks. They've won more of the face-offs compared to the Blues. They're still not able to get it on the scoreboard. But could they? Langell, poorly executed cross-ice pass. That allows Ross for the turnover. Almost collected by Ratcliffe Smith. And it looks like there will be an icing call. Yes, it will. So to go all the way back to the Sharks attacking zone. Their best chance of reply with 5.5 minutes remaining. So far, no penalties, so a good disciplined game from both sides early on, but they are wanting those 2 points quite eagerly. Langell and Langell, the Langell boys facing off. It's won by Ryan. The Sharks on the attacking goal line, Maybe in front. Oh, had a fresh area there, but follows up with a backhand pass in the direction of Ratcliffe Smith. Off the defensive cross-ice pass where Hazelhurst was out in the open. Piercing pass to Mukija. Ricocheted off his skates, but he's able to keep control for the moment. All blocked off by Doyle. That is brilliant play from Doyle. And follows it up with the defensive turnover. That is a great effort from the number 24. Following up his good season form thus far. In his 11 games thus far in the competition in 2021. Doyle gets it back. He had a good last couple of minutes. Doyle from the corner and off the right-hand post. That could have been a team-lifting goal there for the Sharks. But at the moment, the Sharks will have to slow down the tempo if they want to suck the Flyers Blues in into making a mistake. A mistake made by the Sharks. Langell off the shot. A ricochet off Dewar. Running from behind the goal line. Cross-ice to Maybe. He shoots and Maybe gets the reply. Eagerly awaited by the Sharks. They had to slow down the tempo, as we mentioned. And the cross-ice pass, Langell from behind the goal line, went in the opposite direction, cross-ice to Maybe, and well executed as we go to the CD Dodd replay. Look at the space that the Flyers blue defence left there for Maybe, and that allowed Maybe to go onto the wrist shot and get that one to go from the back of the net. CD Dodd replay capturing every moment in the CD Dodd Perth Premier League for 2021. A crucial goal it is for Maybe as he levels the scores with just under 3 minutes to go, with under 3.5 minutes to go. An important game for both sides, and the Sharks again proven to be very competitive as they have done all throughout the season. They've only lost by big margins around 2 or 3 times this season. Maybe made up of largely junior players, but they are really putting in a fine effort this season. No doubt Gillon McLean and the team are very pleased. The Blues looking to take back the lead before the first intermission. Jolly bypass there by Atkins. Kairos cross ice off the left post. Almost an easy score there for the Blues. Atkins follows it up. He shoots. Oh, that's a great block there by Healy. A couple of good blocks inside defensive zone in the last 10 minutes. Sharks again get it back. My goodness, they've had themselves a good start despite conceding the first goal. Zoo, he's got Atkins in space inside the slot, but he goes to McLean along the end boards. Jolly mops up on the turnover. He's got a good pass going to Kairos, but just a little too much oomph. The icing call being waved off. Kairos, backhand cross ice out there to Langell. Would have gone for the shot, but he elected not to. Cox on defensive wing. Ricochet off McLean's skates. And as we got under 2 minutes remaining on the CD Dodd scoreboard, the Blues open it up again. Broad got a devastating left-hand shot. He goes cross-ice there to Mukija. Almost. Mukija deep in the slot. A deadly player and attacker, as was proven in the summer competition. And it looks like there was an obstruction call there. And it looks like we'll have a face-off on the outer circle with 1.5 minutes to go. Crucial time for both sides to see if they could get any momentum back their way. The Sharks pegged it back with that last goal through Braden Maybe. Lovely cross-ice pass from Broke to Hazelhurst, who was outside the house but couldn't get that one to go. Hazelhurst keeps the puck in front of him. What's he going to do? Healy, Hazelhurst goes bang, but what a fine save, Pelliccioni. Equivalent to a Euro-style save. Magnificent stuff. Certainly that one will go on the highlight reel this week. Hazelhurst, beautiful slap shot, brilliantly timed. Plenty of power, but Reece Pelliccioni kept his eye on the prize and reeled it in. Under 40 seconds to go. It's been an exciting opening period in this game. And the crowd's really living it up. A very exciting atmosphere over here in Coburn. Down onto the open wing. Atkins gets it out to Zoo, but it was a 2-on-1. Hazelhurst cut it off the plexi. Valancourt goes out there to Robson. Now he pushes back to Valancourt, looking to open up the wings. Bypasses both Zoo and McLean. And allows Broke to man it from behind the goal line. That'll just be about all the action for this opening period. And that'll do it. A very exciting opening to this contest. Part of round 17 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. Kairos struck first for the Blues, but Braden Maybe got the quick answer for the Sharks. It was just what they needed to peg back all the momentum the Blues established at the start. It is 1-1 at the end of the first here at the Coburn Ice Arena. Back with the second period shortly.
Shatterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shatterguard.com.au.
Resurrection!
Welcome back to the Cockburn Ice Arena. The Flyers Blues, they have got themselves a real challenge on their hands as they are level with the Sharks 1-1 at the end of the first 20 minutes. In this round 17 clash, the CD Dodd Perth Premier League in full swing. Here are some of the highlights. Thanks to CD Dodd. Oh, we just had a little brief moment there. And we're back on the Flyers blue bench. Riley Langell and also Rob Hazelhurst, who was one of the deadly key players at the start of the period, and then that big slap shot at the end. Now we go back to the highlights. A couple of those thanks to CD Dodd. And there, Reece Pelliccioni made life hard for the Blues throughout that first period. Apart from that goal by Kairos, he made some spectacular saves. But the Sharks really played it out wide to the Blues' chagrin. And the Blues, they're playing a little more direct. They're controlling the tempo. And as you can see there, great shot blocks by Ben Broke and Josh Healy really were magnificent late in the first period. As we're about to take you live to centre ice for the start of the second period. It's going to be a big 20 minutes for both sides as we get back underway. Face-off being won by the Blues. Jolly at it again. Jeffries out wide. Flicks it back to Cox. He's got Kairos in the attacking zone, but to no avail. Maybe, who levelled the scores late in the first. He goes cross ice to the direction of Langell. Couldn't get that one to go. And now the Blues can mop it up. Jeffries opening it up, finds Cox on the outer wing. Cross ice to Kairos. And again, Pelliccioni. Great save under pressure. He saved a couple of good ones so far in this game. You can make that 3. And that combination of Cox and Kairos really putting the Sharks under pressure. The cross-ice pass came from Cox. Kairos was in great position to flick that one in, the late tip in inside the doorstep. But Pelliccioni is rising to the occasion tonight as the face-off is being won by the Blues. Cross-ice in the direction of Jeffries this time. And again, it came from Cox. Oh, Kairos just had a rare fresh area. Jeffries out to Cox. Goes back to Jeffries, but he's pressured by Robson. Keeping Cox back from the puck. Gets some support from Atkins and McLean, but the Blues still have it. Only momentarily. It's chopped off at the centre of the slot by Lelick. Zoo out there to McLean, but it's just out of reach from McLean. And the icing call has been made. 8 shots on target the Blues had, and the Sharks 4 at the end of the first period. Both sides have been pretty good as far as their shots on target are concerned. And we talked about the goal assists and how the Blues have got great versatility in setting it up from different plays. Jeffries 22 assists so far this season. At the time that this game begun, Cox with 15 rather, and Kairos 13. And the Sharks, their best one, Jake Ruck, who's got 8 goal assists for the season as the Sharks have it on their defensive zone, but it's going to be stopped as it was hit on the net above the plexiglass, and we'll have another face-off. This time by the neutral zone. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is round 17, the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. It's on front row screens, our live stream on Facebook and YouTube, and also on the Perth Premier League Facebook page, as we have our first penalty, or do we? I think the scoreboard may have made a penalty in error. It says Cox on the box, but it looks as though there's no penalty, so they must have typed it in error, because Cox is back there. He's still there. Cox wins the face-off, pushes back to Broke. Kairos almost lost it. Pressured by Santana. Broke opens it up. Hazelhurst, he loves scoring from that zone. Right out to Cox. Back to Hazelhurst. They're setting things up now. Cox was in the position to go for the slap shot, but he decided to fake it. Cross-ice to Jeffries looking for the tip-in. Doesn't get it. In fact, there is a penalty. I've just been told the Sharks, Luke Doyle. So the power play is in effect. I thought it was Cox for a moment there, but it is Doyle. So the Shutterguard power play in effect. Radcliffe Smith looking for the short-handed score. Cross-ice to Langell. Lovely back to Radcliffe Smith. Just wide of the post. And now he's pressured into losing the puck. Jeffries with a little nice body check there. Langell ricocheted there off Kairos. Where was he going? Hazelhurst. Oh, sharp pass. Back out to Mulkija. I know that's Broad it is. Broad from the slot. No, he didn't get it. Didn't get any time to make it there. Jeffries. Is he forced back? Referee's made another obstruction call. The clock continues to run. We've elapsed 4 minutes. In this second period, the Sharks got a penalty still to serve, and that is Luke Doyle. And both sides will make a few changes on the fly. The Sharks looking to kill off this penalty and put extra pressure on the Blues. But in the meantime, turn up the volume and enjoy the sights and sounds of the CD Dodd PPL. As Dwyer makes that good save inside the crease, the sights and sounds of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League here at the Cockburn Ice Arena. Players in the crowd providing plenty of it on this Friday night. They really turn it on here in Cockburn. We've got a magnificent atmosphere. A couple of key personnel sitting alongside the commentary box too. Open ice pass out there to Kairos. Pelliccioni pushes forward outside the crease. Kairos couldn't gain complete control of that one. He was certain to get a double in that one, but just let that one go at the worst moment. For the Blues, they're away. Off the defensive turnover, Jeffries goes back to Kairos. He's forced to push back. The Sharks not leaving any space inside that offensive zone for the moment. And that forward press forces the Blues back, but now they've got a cherry picker roaming. Broad. But he was caught behind there, and Doyle played it well along the sideboards. Doyle, cleaned up by Cox. He's backed up well by Kairos, who pushes back to Hazelhurst. And look at Jeffries, out in the open, no offside call. He goes for the backhand, but well done by Pelliccioni as he gets a round of applause. A great diving save under pressure on the line of the crease. Zoo collected by Healy. Open ice pass once again, the cherry picker's back on. Now towards the slot goes Kairos, but he didn't get that one in time. Healy pushes wide. Mulkija gets cleaned up as he lets it go. Again, it's on the Flyers blue attacking zone, elapsing 8 minutes. In this second period, 1-1 on the CD Dodd scoreboard. All players falling like nobody's business on the outer wing. Jolly plays it to the inner wing of our camera position. Angel and Ross. Angel working hard to get the puck back. Did it come off the net? Yes, it did. Just came off the lower part of the net there, in between the gap where the glass and also the net above the ice is positioned. Will be another face-off by the neutral zone. Certainly is game on between the Blues and the Sharks. If you're just joining us, 1-1. Lelek, and tipped it on the back. Langell on the slot. Was in the right place at the right time for the backhand tip in. And Langell gets the lead for the Sharks. And we'll take you to the CD Dodd replay. Man from behind the goal line. That was maybe that last goal. But then that marvellous goal, Riley Langell. well tipped in out the back. It was well executed by the Sharks. They knew they had to play more open inside that defensive attacking house, rather. And that's what they did. The slap shot came in. Langell found some space and got the backhander to give the Sharks the lead. So they lead at 2-1. With just under 11 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Play's getting cleaned up like nobody's business. Ross. That's a Langell. Mops up with a defensive turnover. He breaks out. Back on attacking ice. Shoots. Again, Dewar. Well, you wouldn't want to concede a second goal. Concede a second goal, then it's going to be very difficult to come back from. If you're up against the Sharks team that is quite valiant at the moment. Another face-off being won. The Blues have it. Healy. Out to Mukija. Kairos on the slot. Oh, just had that one dispossessed. Doyle. Plays it out to Atkins. Oh, he lost control of it. Turned over. Only momentarily. Back and forth. The puck goes again. Healy. On the defensive zone. He's pressured there by Lelick. He plays it out wide and releases the pressure. Now to Broke. Cross-ice pass. He opens it up to Jeffries. Will he centre it to Cox? There's a bit of noise being made by the bench. Kairos. Off the cross-ice pass. Couldn't capitalise on it. The Sharks out on the open again. And it's over the barriers and onto the bench. And play will stop. And we'll have another face-off by the neutral line. Important last 9 minutes for the Flyers Blue here in this second period if they want to get a score back. Because at the moment, they are in a rare position, given their form as reigning champions. No doubt the Flyers Orange will be watching quite intently. Turnover from defensive ice. Langell capitalises and scores inside the doorstep. Riley Langell has his second goal in a row, and the team coming around him in a great show of support, backed up by the crowd. And the Sharks have scored the last two. And they are in with a big lead, 3-1 with 8.5 minutes remaining on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Simply magnificent. As we go to the replay, thanks to CD Dodd, look at that, some scrappy use of the puck by the Blues. That turnover conceded by Broke. Langell capitalised on the opportunity, turned it over, penetrated the slot, and gets another one to go on the board. A double for him, and 3 goals for the Sharks. So the Sharks lead at 3-1 with 8 minutes to go. Vital face-off coming up. Won by the Blues. Broke pushes forward. Valancourt. These goals motivating the Sharks to play a little more aggressively, bit by bit. It's out in the open. Zoo. Turned over Broke on the defensive zone. Passes wide to Hazelhurst, and Broke gets it back. Cross-ice pass, penetrating the centre. Ross, oh, he was pressured into making an erratic pass. Santana off the sideboards. And referee waving the hand. Will it be an icing call? No. As Broke collected that one in time. Hazelhurst. Now to Broke, cross-ice, Kairos. Jolly. Looking to slow things down because the Sharks are on a very good run here. They've scored the last 3. They're including that leveller by Braden Maybe late in the first period. And then Riley Langell came in and scored a big double inside 4 minutes. Langell again looking to create some havoc. He's got the puck back his way. Langell went cross-ice, ricocheted there off Healy's stick. Broad. Jeffries the cherry pick of it offside. Whoa. Well, big call, but it is the right one. If you're too far in front of the puck when the puck comes your way, the referee can rule that one offside. And unfortunately, Jeffries in this case was ruled offside. So a face-off by the neutral line will occur. Sharks win it. McLean barges his way through. Lelick tried to break things open, but they're playing it directly along the wings. Back out into the centre. Kairos bypassed by Lelick. Lelick breaks free. Backhander. Atkins. Ooh, just shaving the right-hand post. Jeffries almost collected by the boards, and the referee will make a call there. There's a bit of slashing as a result. And will that mean a player going to the penalty box? It is. And again, it's going to be a Sharks player. So it's Ben Lelick in the penalty box. So the second time the Shuttleguard power play in effect. And again, it's against the Sharks. So the Blues will have a 5-on-4 situation. And this one is a crucial situation in the context of this game, because the Blues are in trouble. They're trailing 3-1. And in this power play, they need to score an important power play goal if they want to stay in this game. Brote. Kairos pushes back to Brote. He's on the centre point. Shoots. Ooh, just shaving the right-hand post. But the Blues want to keep it locked in inside that offensive zone as long as they can. Kairos. Again going cross ice. Again going to Brote. Looking to penetrate the slot further. Hazelhurst. Brote goes back, but nobody home. Doyle and Jeffries. Doyle goes down. Jeffries keeps his balance. Good play by Jeffries. And again, the Blues have it locked in their attacking zone. That's a Cox! And this time to the left-hand post. So they've made their last 3 shots, but all have gone wide. Kairos looking for a double for himself. Gets the puck back. It ricocheted there off Dewan. Brote penetrates the slot further. Again, his shot goes wide. So that makes it 4 now. Turnover. Hazelhurst. He's got Brote in space on the centre of the high slot. But he's covered by McLean. Goes for the shot. Backhand by Kairos into Cox. And that was a bit of obstruction there as well. And the net just repositioned there for the moment. The Sharks looking likely to kill off this penalty with the defence that they're playing. And as well, their attack is really clicking. First time in a while that the Sharks' attack has really clicked. It's that 4-2 win maybe a few weeks ago against fellow grand final contenders, the Flyers Orange. And if they can hold on and beat the Blues tonight, then that'll be another statement-making win for the Sharks. And maybe, if they can keep this form up, catapult them into the top 4 come September. But anything can happen. Jeffries. Out to Cox. Opens it up to Hazelhurst. Centre point shoots. That one a little high this time. The penalty's been killed off. The Sharks have defended well. The shot came in from Kairos, but that one well over the crossbar and off the net above. The Shuttleguard power play killed off by the Sharks. They defended brilliantly throughout the 2 minutes, in spite of having the puck locked in that Flyers blue attacking zone the whole time. And we'll be back to 5-on-5. Full strength the Sharks again. Delangel and McLean. A bit of a delay in the game. Hold on. And Valancourt being extracted back. A change on the fly, an illegal one being spotted by the referees. Valancourt and Zoo were looking to switch up. But the referee saying, no thank you. You've got to go back to the bench and wait for another opportunity. McLean winning the face-off. Pelliccioni pushing it back. Chapman. Out there to Bukidra and Brote. Bukidra looking to centre that one. The Blues have it again on their attacking zone. Hazelhurst went for the big slap shot off the right-hand corner point, but to no avail. The Sharks clear it out of their defensive zone. Flyers blue, they can't get scrappy with the puck, because that's what's cost them their last goal. Hazelhurst along the wings. The Sharks play it in front every time at this stage. The forward press working wonders. Can Jolly open things up? No. Good use of the stick by McLean. He plays it along the boards. Oscar Zoo, watch out for Ross. And also Hazelhurst, a good 2-on-1, but it's not enough. McLean out there to Robson. Robson's shot cut off. It was sharp defence there by Angel. to the left-hand side. Mukija. Mukija shoots from the corner. That one wide to the right-hand post again. Ross hoists it up. Healy. Ooh, again. These shots on target have been aplenty, but they haven't gone to the back of the net. Robson pushes back to McLean. He hoists it towards the crease. Looking to clear out for the Sharks. Jolly plays it along the boards. Good bounce for Kairos. Kairos shoots. Again saved. Cox with a second chance. And Cox gets it back for the Blues. Or did he? Did it go over the line? Yes, it did. Looked to have just fallen short of the line from the naked eye, but it was. Kairos and Cox combining, and Cox scoring the second for the Blues. As we go to the CD Dodd replay, second chance tip in by Cox. It did go over the line. And it is well executed by Cox under pressure to make it 3-2 with 20 seconds to go. We've got ourselves a game here, ladies and gentlemen. I think we'll have one more face-off before the period ends. Cox, can he tie things up? Oh, use of the high stick. Bit unlucky there, and the time will run out. So we have got ourselves a hell of a contest ahead in the third period. 2 goals to Riley Langell in that second period, but Andrew Cox got one back in time for the Blues to get them back into this game. It is 3-2. The Sharks lead with 1 interval to go, and we'll be back with the third period action from the Coburn Ice Arena after the break.
Shatterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shatterguard.com.au.
What a contest we have here at the Coburn Ice Arena. Round 17 has really kicked off in a big way. And the Sharks, after 2 straight goals, or 3 straight goals in fact, it sees the Sharks with a 3-2 lead. And in spite of Andrew Cox levelling things up in terms of momentum for the Flyers Blue, they see themselves back in the contest. As we go to the CD Dodd highlights of that second period, the Sharks really amped up the tempo, and that resulted in the Flyers Blue being a little undisciplined with the puck and resulting in a couple of turnovers into goals, especially when the puck was in the path of Riley Langell. He was damaging as far as the Sharks were concerned. Kairos had chances, so did Cox early on, but when Kairos went cross-ice to Cox late in that period with seconds to go, and Cox was able to make most of it with that good tip in, it got the Blues back into the contest, but only just. Because dare I say it, the Sharks, they have played a much better brand tonight than the Flyers Blue. The Blues have been a little bit scrappy, and that is uncharacteristic of their side. As we take you back live to pictures of the Coburn Ice Arena, we're all set for the third and final period, and we are underway. A crucial 15 minutes ahead. Remember, 15 minutes and stoppage time. Out wide towards the wings. Healy tried to hoist that one towards the edge of the slot. Kairos and Cox on the inside. Cox has it. Goes back to Jeffries. He can do plenty of damage from there. Cox on the edge. He shoots. Oh, almost bumped off by Kairos there. Referee saying, get on with it. Healy On the defensive zone, cut off by Langell. He's been devastating tonight. Cox, backhand to Jeffries. He's got a couple of wingers in support if he needs it. Jeffries out to Kairos, 2-on-1. Ratcliffe Smith playing it brilliantly. Jeffries off the turnover, saved by the pads of Pelliccioni. And the Flyers Blue have another opportunity. Cox, backhanded to Jeffries. And now it's cleared off centre ice. Coming up to meet it is Cox. Oh, playing it low. He almost got collected in the head there. But he gets right back up. Maybe. Picking up the scraps. Looking to flick it up forward to Maybe. But the Blues turn it over again. They play it along the wings. Kairos in front of Lelik. He's playing it on his own because it's a 3-on-1. He went with the ambitious shot from the corner. Didn't get that one to go. Hazelhurst. Wide of the boards now. And he's going outside the slot. He goes to Brote. And another high save, Pelliccioni. He's really pumped up about that one, and who can blame him? Simply magnificent. It's these slap shots that are really hard work for Pelliccioni, but he makes the most of it. He's a good saver in these areas. 15 minutes along with stoppage time, remember, in this third period. If you're new to the CD Dodd Perth Premier League, Sharks turn it over on the edge of centre ice. Lelik. He's got McLean out the back. He goes there, but it's just too little, too late. That allows Jeffries, or Ross rather, to mop up with the turnover. Gets cut off by Atkins. Pass intended for Lelik, but Broad is in front. That's a Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst goes to centre, or bypassing Ross and McLean. Broad plays it to Mukija. Well played by Mukija on the high slot. Well blocked by Doyle. That's another good shot block. As the Blues make those changes on the fly. Healy. Good use of the gloves to keep it in front. Does he go from the corner? No, he intended to go for Jolly. But maybe with that defensive block, Jeffries, they got two inside the slot. Ross is one of them. Does he go inside? He does, but Pelliccioni keeping it stoned inside the crease. And there's a little bit of heat going on there. Langell getting involved there. With maybe and Doyle sharing in the discussion as well, as the referees reposition the goals. We'll have a face-off as a result. We'll be on the outer circle. The Sharks are going to play a much more tighter formation. And Riley Langell being required to come off. Kairos off the face-off. Ricochet off Langell. Healy hoisted along the boards. And Chapman. Chapman out to Valancourt on the outer wing. Maybe just edges that one back to a Blues player. Hazelhurst to Kairos. Penetrates the slot. Didn't have enough space. Let's go with the slap shot. But Kairos has it on left point. Jeffries in front. And these last couple of shots for the Blues have been wide of each bar. Cox goes high. But unfortunately, it's just above the crossbar. We'll have another face-off. Just under 12 minutes to go in this last period on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Sharks lead at 3-2. Thrilling contest. Cox with the wrist shot off the face-off, just wide of that left-hand post. And the Blues again have it locked in on their offensive zone. Cut off by Langell. The pass intended for Kairos. He was looking to penetrate that space vacant on the slot. Along the wings to Ratcliffe Smith. He's got some space. Goes with the backhand. And again, that left-hand crossbar. Not playing into any team's favours. Santana. And Dewar, does he clutch it in? No, he lets it go for Healy. Jolly, what can he do? He lets it go to Cox. Nice chain they're building here. Jeffries to Kairos. Kairos, great defence. Santana using the body well, forcing Jeffries to go for the errant slap shot. And again, we'll have another face-off. This is fantastic defence by the young Sharks. The Flyers Blue, they'll need to really amp it up if they want to get that leveller. There's still 11 minutes to go of game time. Critical period these next few minutes. McLean wins the face-off, pushes to his right-hand side, finding Zoo. Does he go to Lelik? Dummies the pass, and unfortunately, Hazelhurst didn't fall for it. Hazelhurst, does he go back to Mukija? No, he shoots. And again, off the gloves of Pelliccioni. McLean and Zoo on centre ice. But the Blues were bracing for that turnover. They positioned themselves well. Mukija goes for the left hand, shoots, and again, they cannot get it past Pelliccioni. They're causing a few headaches for the Blues at the moment. The reigning champions in a rare predicament. But you can never write them off at any stage, even in the margin like this. And McLean wins another face-off for the Sharks. Valancourt back to McLean. They're along the wing. But Langell turning it over. Good use of the stick. But again, when Langell's on his own, where's the support coming from? They've got two defensive cherry pickers on the outer side or waiting for the Sharks' entry. But where is the traffic coming on the offensive end? And it could result in plays like this. Radcliffe Smith inside, looking for Valancourt. Radcliffe Smith! Radcliffe Smith gets another one for the Sharks. Well, they were sucked into the inside where the Flyers blew. And that left space open for Radcliffe Smith in the event that Dewar made the save. But a marvellous goal made there by Radcliffe Smith. Off the second chance tip in, and that gives the Sharks a 4-2 lead and the first one of the third period, and a crucial goal it is. Radcliffe Smith amongst the goals. He joins maybe Aang Langell. Another face-off. Healy from behind the goal line. He's now on the breakout. Pushes forward. Kairos. Does he get one back? Shoots. Oh, and just wide of the left-hand post. He's been a bit unlucky. But Kairos out the corner. Went for the trick shot. To no avail. Healy went cross-ice. Blind pass. Chopped off by Doyle. Cox. Goes cross ice. Does he get it back in? No! Radcliffe Smith, he played it magnificently. Healy. From behind the goal line, Sharks traffic flooding the slot area, and they're forced back. Cox to Jeffries. But turning it over there was Lelik. Magnificent play. 4-2 the scoreline. If you're just joining us, we've got under 9 minutes remaining in the game. The shot coming in from Atkins and a fine save Dewar. The clock will stop again. 4-2 in favour of the Sharks. In this third and final period, it's been a real cracker here at the Coburn Ice Arena to kick off round 17. Just a reminder, we have got another game tonight, the Blackhawks and the Vikings. And that one, a fight between third and fourth. Hazelhurst on the edge of defence. McLean looking to turn that one over, but the Blues have it back. Along the wings, Mukija flicks it quickly to Hazelhurst. He's on the turbo. Hazelhurst, whoa, brilliantly cut off by Santana. Mukija! Mukija shoots, but a fine save again. Reece Pelliccioni, my goodness. Reece Pelliccioni off his feet and saving that one in a seated position. That was magnificent. Another face-off will result. Zoo out to Atkins. The cherry picker broke out the back. Turns it over. He can go wide. Mukija. Outside the house, off the pads there of Pelliccioni. Inside, Ross had some space, but couldn't control that one. And he went for the slap shot, just had a little too much height on that one, but there was a perfect opportunity for the Flyers Blue again to peg it back. And we'll have another face-off. Sharks really playing with hard pressure tonight. Can they keep it going for 8 minutes? Kairos pushes it back. It might have been an errant one, but he does have some support out the back of the puck. Healy chopped off. Langell had a fresh area. That allows Kairos to keep the puck in front. Forced back to Jeffries. Jeffries working to the front to Kairos. Cox! Oh, almost. Lelick turned over. Cox on the edge. Pushes forward to Kairos. In the slot goes Jolly. Turned over. The pressure really telling. Langell. He's got Lelick. Does he go cross ice? He doesn't. He goes for the shot himself off the post. He could have gone cross ice to Lelick. He was in completely open space inside the slot, but he elected not to, but they do have possession again. Langell. Will he go for the hat trick? Goes past Jolly and Healy. Out to Maybe. Does he get a double? He's having to work hard for it. He went into the slot, but the traffic by the Flyers blue defence proving too much. Kairos, good use of the skates there. He goes cross ice. Blind pass, turned over by Doyle. Out there to Maybe. With the shade there off Langell. What can he do? Turn it over. Lukija. Out to Langell. He's under pressure. From Robson. Almost turned over. Mopped up by Hazelhurst. Oh, just shaving the right-hand post. Lelick and Kairos on the sideboards. Kairos goes from the corner, shoots, and it's in! Jordan Kairos has a double. That's the second of the night for Kairos, and again, making the most of a sloppy turnover in defence by the Sharks. Went from the edge of the slot, and a magnificent wrist shot to boot. And it is now 4-3. The Flyers blue again draw one back. CD Dodd replay coming at you. Kairos went through two and backed it up with a fine slap shot, a wrist shot to boot. And gets his second. As we take you back live, this is a big 6.5 minutes coming. 4-3 in favour of the Sharks. It's getting very tight. Atkins on the edge of the slot. Oh, he tried to go for the tricky up and under, but not to be. The Flyers blue have got themselves back in. Lamb almost collecting a player there. Oh, that was Langell rather. Santana on the defensive zone. They need to make another opportunity count here, the Sharks. McLean hoists it towards the goal line. And they'll have to steady it through Valancourt. His shot off the glass. Jolly's pass a blind one. Santana hoisted back onto the offensive zone. A 2-on-2 in that passage. Healy goes direct. Kairos, gentle flick out wide to Jeffries. Broke. Oh, didn't get that one to go. Open ice pass towards the defensive zone. Broke. Will man it from behind the goal line. 4-3. Can the Blues steal a point? Or will the Sharks hold on? Broke on the breakout. He's pressured inside the slot. Oh, he had to force himself to go the other side of the net. The pressure from the Sharks telling in that passage. Cox. He's got Kairos. He elects to go to Hazelhurst. Flicks it back to Brote. Pelliccioni again. Magnificent stuff. I tell you what, both goaltenders in this game, they've certainly earned their pennies tonight. Pelliccioni in particular, in one of his best outings inside the crease. There's still under 5 minutes remaining on the CD Dodd scoreboard. The goals so far, Ratcliffe Smith, Maybe and Langell. Kairos and Cox for the reigning champion Blues. Face-off being won by Cox. Out to Broden open, shoots. Pelliccioni to the left-hand side. Simply magnificent. This game to open up this round. The CD Dodd PPL. Magnificent game we've had here. We've still got 5 minutes remaining. The action completely not over. The face-off. Even Stevens out of there. On the left point, broke. Well, almost with the backhand there was Cox, but Jeffries kept the puck at his team's disposal. Kairos who's been ever relied upon so often to complete a comeback for the Blues. He hands it off. Brote. Ricochet off a couple of Sharks players. Ratcliffe Smith gets that one back, but it's on the Flyers' blue attacking zone again. They're locking it in. Hazelhurst with the backhand out there to Cox. Inside. Cox scores! Cox has a double along with Kairos. And just like that, the Blues level it up. Well, the way they locked it in that attacking zone, it was only a matter of time before the Flyers blue got back into it. And that's exactly what they did. Kairos and Cox combining. The first shot came off the crossbar. And Cox was there with the pickings for the tip-in, the second chance tip-in. And it makes it 4 goals apiece. My goodness, what an incredible comeback. They've gone from 3-1 down to 4-2 down and have leveled the scores, but we're just checking with the referees for some confirmation. But there's also going to be a penalty as well. The gate is open. Yes, there is. So Ben Lelick is going to have some time in the box. Must have been for something after that goal. It was scored there by Cox. Players deliberating into what's going on. Cox talking with the referees. Jeffries chatting there with McLean and Lelick. Well, a big turn of events here. Well, it's going to be Lelick that's going to spend some time in the box for the Shutterguard power play in effect for the next 2 minutes, and a crucial one it is. And that'll give the Blues a little bit of an advantage here to see if they can snatch this game. Face-off won by the Blues, and now they're using that extra man on the ice to full effect immediately. Hazelhurst cross ice to Cox, who was forced back. Kairos. Cross ice, Brote. He shoots. Almost there in midair was Hazelhurst. Cross ice to Kairos. Again misses. The Sharks having to defend for their lives here. The pressure well and truly on them as the Flyers blue have scored the last couple of goals. Ozu had clear space, but was roughed up by a couple of Blues players. It was a 4-on-1. Kairos breaks out. Keeps the puck in front of him. What's he going to do? He's forced back to the outer side. Cross ice to Brote from centre point. Back to Kairos. He can go for the slap shot here. No, he doesn't. Cox back to Brote. Slap shot. Oh, that one off the shoulders of Jeffries there, but he rides the pain there. Brote and Zoo. Cross ice to Hazelhurst. The pressure well and truly on. Over 3 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. 4 goals apiece. Hazelhurst on the corner. Jeffries looking for the tip into no avail. Hazelhurst again. Just manning it steadily. What is he going to do? What's his next move? Goes to Brote and he gets it back. Hazelhurst high. Kairos in midair. Open ice pass towards the defensive zone. No icing call being made. Langell and Hazelhurst. Langell gets first to it. He needs support, but it came too late, because he was the only Shark inside that attacking zone. Penalty looking to be almost killed off. The Sharks still having to defend for their lives here. Kairos opens it up. Pushes back to Langell. Tried to suck the Shark defenders in. Outside the slot. Jolly. Outside. Oh, went through 2 players there. But the penalty's been killed off. Back to 5-on-5. Magnificent defending by the Sharks. It's kept them in with under 3 minutes to go. Brote to Kairos. He finds some space. He shoots off the post. Lelick off the sideboards. Now the Sharks are on with 5-on-5. Back on again. Ratcliffe Smith bypassed by Healy. Langell doesn't keep it in front. He doesn't. Lelick almost from the inside. Ratcliffe Smith bypassed by Langell. It's thrusted towards the defensive goal line. Lelick, under 2 minutes remaining. 4 goals apiece. Off the sideboards. That pass intended for Doyle was made to Kairos. Kairos breaks free. cut off there by Robson at the last moment. Mukijja and Robson. Robson wins it out. Cleaned up by Langell. It's kept in front. Radcliffe Smith with just 80 seconds to go. Will it be another tie or was it offside? Goodness gracious me. Crucial decision at that, but luckily the clock stops. And so it'll be a face-off on the neutral zone. And a timeout's been called. And a late timeout too, but a timely one for both teams to reassess what they're going to do in the last minute and a bit. An incredible comeback by the Flyers Blue. They were 1-3 down, and then they were 2-4 down. And then those last goals coming from Kairos and Cox to level things up from 2-4 down early on in the last period. No doubt rescuing a point would certainly feel like a victory if they can snatch the game as well and get a point as well. Simply a magnificent game we've got here and a thrilling finish in store. Don't forget, coming up later, we've got the Vikings and the Blackhawks here in Coburn. You can tune in live on our Front Row Screens live stream on our Facebook page and on our YouTube page as well. Go to YouTube and search up Front Row Screens, and there you'll see the latest action in WA sport. So we've got a face-off by the neutral zone. Both teams are back in a position now. Langell and Cox. Crucial face-off it is. Blues win it. Right out to Hazelhurst, the pass, forcing the Blues back. Cross ice, it pierced territory. Broad, Kairos and Healy and Hazelhurst all mopping up on that offensive zone. But the Sharks turn it over through Valancourt. In the last minute of the game. Kairos out to Jeffries almost. It's locked in the Blues attacking zone. Broad slaps it to the boards. Hazelhurst, Jeffries, in the slot they go, but the Sharks cover it. They need to score both these sides. And Pelliccioni off the long slap shot from Hazelhurst. Keeps them alive for the moment. 32 seconds left on the clock. Will we see a winner? Or will we see another tie? Cox out to Hazelhurst. Out there, Jeffries at the back. Pelliccioni, it's a scramble for it. Pelliccioni emerges with it, stoning it inside the crease again. Simply magnificent. And they've taken another 8 seconds off the clock. 7 rather. And there's a little bit going on, and I think another timeout's been called, yes. So a second timeout within a minute has been called. And this will give plenty of both the sides plenty of time to discuss what will happen in this next face-off. There you can see the Sharks on your screen. They've let a 4-2 lead slip. And if they concede this next goal in the next 25 seconds, might be a brave effort, but I'd have to say a 4-2 lead isn't usually wasted. But you can never write off a champion side like the Flyers Blue, who have come back twice from dire positions. 25 seconds left on the clock. 4 goals apiece to both sides. And both sides are going to give it their all these last 25 seconds. It's been a thrilling contest. Referee's just telling them, go to the outer circle, please. And that's where we'll have our face-off. Who's going to be battling it out? It looks like Cox. Cox and Radcliffe Smith. The Sharks win it out. 20 seconds to go. They're moving it forward. Is it going to be an icing call? It is. Crucially, too, with another 8 seconds taken off the clock. Every stoppage feels like an hour late in this game. And my golly, if I could say so from where I am at the moment, the heartbeat has just risen to about 150, given the intensity of this game. Cox and Ratcliffe Smith again. Hazelhurst at the back goes Cox. In front, Jeffries. Oh, bloat! And a fresh airy. We're down to 10 seconds. Cox, does he push back? Bloat from the left point. Slap shot. It's high and it's off the net. And we've got a second to go. Oh, every second. And the players haven't been having a bit of a laugh at it as well. Can you believe that? With only just a second to go. What will happen? The Blues have got 3 across the slot. Cox, push back. It's going to be a tie. Oh, what a comeback by the Blues. The Sharks also were magnificent. You feel that's a bit of a sense at anticlimax. But the Blues coming from 2-4 down to save a point. And the Sharks letting a 4-2 lead slip. 2 incredible stories for 2 sides in this game. But the Flyers Blue and the Sharks will share a point. At 4 goals apiece, and dare I say it, one of the best games of the season. Even if it didn't have a winner, I think you could wholeheartedly agree that this game was one of the best. And both teams deserve a wholehearted round of applause after this one. The young Sharks, they came up against the reigning champions, the Flyers Blue, and gave it absolutely everything. The Blues, they were in dire straits early in the game, but they saved their bacon from defeat. Those 2, Kairos and Cox, were the heroes for the Blues. So where does that leave the ladder as far as the Flyers Blue were concerned? Well, the silver lining out of that is, from their 12 games, they got 6 wins, 2 losses and 4 ties. And they also keep their goal difference intact as well. And 16 points from 12 games. The Sharks, they will go on to 6 points from 13 games. And most of the teams having had a game in hand. What an incredible game we've seen here to kick off round 17 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League, as we're about to wrap things up for the moment and await our second match between the Vikings and the Blackhawks. And there Dwyer just talking to one of the referees. But what a game we have seen. 4 goals apiece between the Blues and the Sharks. And our highlights thanks to CD Dodd to wrap things up. The Blues, as said, 16 points from 12 games, and the Sharks 6 points from 13 games as well. The goal scorers, Cox and Kairos each with a double. Langell with a double, and singles to Ratcliffe Smith and Braden Maybe. Well, that does it for the moment here at the Cockburn Ice Arena. Stay tuned in about 15-20 minutes time for the second game of round 17 that sees the Blackhawks and the Vikings sides 3rd and 4th on the ladder. We look forward to your company then. On behalf of Bailey, Ryan, Matt, and all the Front Row Screens team, this is Paul Persick saying we'll see you in 15 minutes for Game 2.